The statewide charter school board gathered for its first ever meeting. A look at Oklahoma's wheat harvest, and the state's third execution of the year has been scheduled. This is the KGOU AM News Brief for Tuesday, July 9th. I'm Nick Daniels. The statewide charter school board gathered Monday for its first meeting. State Impact's Beth Wallace reports one of its first decisions was to hold off acting on a state Supreme Court order to rescind the contract of St. Isidore, the nation's first publicly funded religious school.
The St. Isidore of Seville Catholic Virtual Charter School sponsorship was held by the old board, the statewide Virtual Charter School Board. But after recent legislation disbanding that board, its contract was absorbed by the new board. After a state Supreme Court decision in June declaring St. Isidore's contract unconstitutional, the board was tasked with rescinding its contract. But, like its predecessors, the new board also punted. Newly elected board chair Brian Shellum explained St. Isidore filed a motion Friday asking the state Supreme Court to hold off on its order to rescind the contract until it petitions the U.S. Supreme Court, and the state attorney general has until July 22nd to respond to that motion. So until the state court makes a call, the contract stays in place.
We will see what the Supreme Court does with that. So we will be in full compliance with the order.
St. Isidore's board voted last month not to open next school year while the case continues through the courts. For State Impact, I'm Beth Wallace.
Oklahoma's wheat harvest is officially over. Despite worrisome spring weather, experts say the crop fared well. OPMX's Anna Pope reports.
Millions of acres of wheat are cut in the state, and early estimates show the crop produced 30 million more bushels than last year. That's enough wheat for at least 1.2 billion pounds of pasta. Oklahoma's winter wheat crop is the state's biggest crop, and it has been hampered by long-term drought over the last decade, resulting in lower and lower production. But this year, experts from the Oklahoma Wheat Commission say the crop did well under pressure. Although the growing season started smoothly, hail, tornadoes, and other dramatic weather ushered in uncertainty in the late spring. Plus, some producers battled plant diseases. In Oklahoma City, I'm Anna Pope.
Oklahoma's third execution of the year is scheduled for September. Kate Kelly with the Oklahoma Public Media Exchange has more.
The Oklahoma Court of Criminal Appeals has set Emmanuel Littlejohn's execution for September 26th. In 1992, Littlejohn and another man robbed an Oklahoma City convenience store, and the owner, Kenneth Mears, was killed. The men were tried and convicted of murder separately, though only Littlejohn was sentenced to death. Littlejohn maintains he was not the shooter. Reverend Jeff Hood is an advocate for people on death row. He says it doesn't make sense for two people to be sentenced for murder when only one shot was fired.
The doubt and the questions are enough to where it seems absolutely absurd that the Attorney General's office would still be pursuing a death sentence at this point.
In 1 month, a board will decide whether to recommend Littlejohn to the governor for clemency and life in prison without parole. In Oklahoma City, I'm Kate Kelly.
People impacted by April's tornado in Sulphur have an opportunity to get free clothes, shoes, and accessories. A nonprofit based in Florida called Save the Closet will have a mobile boutique Saturday, July 28th. The clothing giveaway runs from 10 in the morning to 3:30 at the Murray County Expo Center in Sulphur. An EF3 tornado destroyed Sulphur's historic downtown and damaged surrounding areas. You'll find more news at our website, kgou.org, and on the KGOU PM News Brief podcast.
Here at Shortwave Space Camp, we escape our everyday lives to explore the mysteries and quirks of the universe. We find weird, fun, interesting stories that explain how the cosmos is partying all around us. From stars to dwarf planets to black holes and beyond, we've got you. Listen now to the Shortwave podcast from NPR.